Hola everyone. Today I was going to do the typical let's go into each of my platforms, take out what I can on each of them, but instead I decided I would just jump into a little more information on Cashfx and let you decide if it can be around for 20 to 30 years. So what I'm actually going to share with you today are a few snippets from a video done from a member of Cashfx who's interviewing Ron Pope and also discussing things like regulations, uni-level bonuses, and lots of other questions that we've all had are hopefully answered in these videos. I found them very informative. So stay tuned. In this first part of the video, Ron Pope is answering the question about regulation and if we can show any part of our back office or not, which I find at this moment in time, I'm not going to share my back office until it's officially out, but still an interesting conversation.
Okay, so you've got many different industries here, and this is why it's so hard to navigate some of this, is you have the obviously the crypto industry, which here in the United States, the government's trying to figure out how to regulate it, which, a lot of people aren't aware of the fact that the CFTC, most people know about the SEC, okay, Security Exchange Commission, but the CFTC is the Commodities Commission, okay?
Okay.
And so crypto, Bitcoin, is now regulated in the United States as a commodity. And so that throws another real wrench in it as to, how you can disclose and what you can't disclose. There's a lot of banking regulation, but at the same time, you also have your MLM regulation. So it makes it a little bit complicated. But on the MLM side, I mean, the rule of thumb is, you just don't show your income.
Okay.
Don't make income claims and things like that. I've been going back and forth with Cashfx corporate on this, and they're trying to dial in what would be okay and what wouldn't be okay. So if you go to your financial tab and you pull up underneath your balance, let's say you pull up the trading pool, and you click on underneath description, you click on it, and there's going to be a pop-up that shows you your last 5 days and your earnings and everything. Waskar's feeling if you just black out the column that shows how much you had in trade, okay, you'll still have the part that shows how much daily earnings you make. Okay. He feels that would be okay to show. The company cannot take your earnings and publish them from a company standpoint because that would be an income claim. There is talk that if you say, you put an income disclosure at the bottom of your screen and you showed your income about, hey, I had a great week, whatever, here's what I made in my unilevel, here's what I made in this, that, or the other. But you use an income disclosure statement there, the company's leaning towards the fact that might be okay. The result's not typical, to make these type of earnings. It's based on everybody's individual effort and skills, whatever, something along those lines. And I don't know if Cashfx is going to be releasing an actual statement that they want everybody to use. I know some teams are passing some around, but as long as it's compliant, then the company doesn't have any problem with it. It's not the company saying, hey, don't go out there and show your income or anything. It's they're wanting to make sure that they protect the longevity of the project for everybody. And bottom line is, I mean, if they ever chose to close their doors, they would be an entire sustainable ecosystem, even without new people coming in, even today, and the last guy that comes in would still have that opportunity to earn their way up through things, through the ranks and get to that $100,000 account. It's unique. I've never seen a company in the network marketing industry be fully self-sustainable. And so they want to protect that. They want to protect the longevity of the company. And so that's why it hasn't necessarily been openly released yet as to what you can and cannot share. Now, there's a big difference here too, Mike, between putting something publicly facing and doing something privately. Okay. So if you're sitting in a private setting or you have a screenshot that is private on your YouTube channel, and the only people that can see it is those who have the link to it, okay, then that's a different scenario. That's more private. You can do whatever you want with that. That's like showing somebody your paycheck, which there's another little bit of an issue with the network marketing industry, the fact that you can't show your income, but yet in any other industry you can. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't care if you're an engineer or you work at McDonald's or whatever. If you choose to take your paycheck and put it online, if your company doesn't have a policy against that, there's no regulation against you showing your paycheck.
Yeah.
But yet in network marketing, there is a problem with it. You
Yeah.
know, so it's unfairly regulated in many ways. It's overly regulated, in my opinion. But it's kind of like car insurance. You know, I mean, car insurance. Why is car insurance so high? It's because you got a few that messed it up for everybody, and that's kind of the same way it is in network marketing. You get a few people that just take it too far, and next thing you know, they're promising income. Oh, you will make this. Don't
Exactly.
ever will. With Cashfx, you can't talk ROI, return on investment.
Mm-hmm.
You can't talk about investment. Okay, you trade earnings. You know, things like that. You're going through the education will be released at the time of the corporate launch event, and at that time you'll be learning, and then the company will be trading for you at that time. So you're earning while you learn, which is another really cool thing. We talked about that package a second ago.
Yeah.
This is the only company I know of that you can earn your passively earn back the money you spent for your education.
Yes.
So, you know, that's why it's important you understand it goes off the entire package, not off the part that went into the trade pool. So, but anyways, yeah, there's a lot of regulation. I know that, you know, there will be open answers to these here real soon.
Okay.
The best I can tell you today is if you keep it private and only share it with those that you give the link to. So in other words, don't just go on YouTube and you know, post your back office.
Now, I wanted to veer off into something because I know your time is very limited. I wanted to ask you if you could break down unilevel versus matrix. What is the difference between unilevel and matrix? I get those confused.
Okay.
I keep thinking unilevel is the matrix. And I want to make sure I've been telling my people that, you know, if this is an opportunity you wish to move forward with, now is the time because it's brand new. It's not even launched yet. And I was telling them, let my videos work for you, because if you're below me, things are going to fall right over into your pocket as well. You know, I wanted to make sure that I was explaining that right, because the matrix and the unilevel is two different things. I want to make sure that
It is.
That as people join my team, all the people on my team are benefiting from it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, absolutely, Mike. Let's go over there. Before we do, I wanted to wrap up this last page here that
Okay.
I wanted to give the rest of the explanation of the complexity of what's been created, because that's what makes, to me, Cashfx so unique is the complexity of what they've done. And because, I mean, going back, I'll talk about a mistake I made back several years ago, 15 years ago, whatever it was. Maybe 15? No, about 11, 12 years ago. But anyways, I helped develop a bot actually for the Forex market. And because I spent years trading in the Forex market. And one of the things that the education is going to teach you guys is how to separate yourself from your money mentally. Okay. You can't have that mental connection with your capital if you're the one trading.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so we developed a bot. We were hitting 8 to 13% a week, really consistently. It was great. And but what we didn't do was we didn't develop multiple algorithms. We didn't develop multiple strategies. Okay. And so as we started trading, we're making great money. Different traders are coming in with us, and everybody's doing good. All of a sudden, we start to lose some money. And I realized quickly we didn't develop another algorithm. Okay. And that's when I went to my trader, my professional trader that was, he was actually from Wall Street. And I said, hey, you know, we need to make some adjustments on this, and we need to dial it in, you know, so that we can continue to make the type of returns we were getting. Well, some mistakes were made, and it messed up the algorithm. And so basically we spent our life, okay, with the life cycle of our algorithm was spent. It was gone. We couldn't, you know, and so, went on to another project at that point, and always thought, hey, we'll go back to it. So when this project came up, it was actually, that was one of the things that caught my eye. I was like, oh, this is really cool. You know, it's like full cycle 12 years later. Mm-hmm. And but with what Waskar has done here, and guys, you need to understand, Waskar did not have to launch this company. Okay, he made enough in Bitcoin that the next few generations of his family never have to work a day of their life if they don't want to. So, and the way he did that was he made his Bitcoin, but then he started multiplying that Bitcoin, okay, as much as doubling it monthly. And so he already had all this going on. He was already working with the traders. He was already developing the algorithms and things for their own personal needs. And so what took place was when he finally decided, okay, this is really solid, and he started helping more and more people with it, he's like, we should probably just take this to the public and let everybody have advantage of it.
Yeah.
But what they did, Mike, was they have the expert advisors along with the professional traders, and then they develop the ongoing algorithms, okay, plural, multiple strategies, multiple algorithms, and then they feed that into the bot. The bot that goes, monitors the market and makes the trades. Okay.
Okay.
Then they implemented an AI, artificial intelligence, and I love the fact that they did that. We use that over at the Conversion Pros as well, artificial intelligence on our customer service and many different, stats and things, as we're tracking different types of marketing and things. But what they've done here with Cashfx is now this AI sits back and monitors these algorithms and what the bot is doing with it. And in AI, if you've never dealt with AI, think about it like a baby. All right. When you first start your AI, it doesn't know anything. You have to start teaching it, and you've got to feed it. You got to walk it. You got to teach it how to talk, and all. It's literally you're literally raising an AI baby. If you think about it like that, it's probably the easiest terminology I've ever come up with to be able to explain AI to someone. But when it hits a certain point, now its intelligence, like a human being, its intelligence now starts to think ahead. It starts to say, okay, that was good, but what if I did this? Yeah. All right. And so this AI is really the key, in my opinion, as to the future of all this is it's going to be helping come up with the new algorithms, effective new algorithms, anticipating markets. Yeah. Okay. Being able to double accounts much quicker. Okay. Maybe once a month, double your account, something along those lines. Again, these aren't promises. These are not people who should not go, oh, I'm getting in because they're going to double money monthly. Yeah. These are things that we're working towards, that the Cashfx is working on to get to. But the AI is absolutely ingenious to insert that in here. But then at the same time, Cashfx has the scalability to be able to take care of millions of clients. Okay. So I absolutely love it. And so, there's always regulations that come with it and things, as we started to talk about and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, all of that type of stuff, Cashfx is dotting the I's and crossing the T's and working with the, legal teams and the compliance teams. And they want to be a legacy company. I know there's a lot of companies that come in and they're here today and gone tomorrow. This infrastructure that's being put in place, Mike, is the same infrastructure that would be put in place for like a Fortune 500, Fortune 100 company. It's the early stages of that infrastructure, but that's where it's headed. This is for longevity, something that will be here 20, 30, 40 years from now.
You answered my question. I was about to roll right into it, and you answered it. We're on point here.
Excellent. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive here into the difference between the unilevel and the matrix. I'll touch on, we're going to work up to it, and I'll touch on these pages quickly, and then any questions you might have along the way, just slow me down, okay?
Okay.
So first off, you need to understand there's two different types of compensation. I know your upline talked about one of them, which was the bear capital. What if someone just puts money in and doesn't do anything else, okay? The bear capital, think of it as kind of a, I use the term as a lazy bear. And I don't think that, it's somebody who's necessarily lazy as much as someone who just maybe doesn't have time. But they put their money in, they don't refer anyone to Cashfx, and they just wait for that for their trade earnings to build up and get them that 2x back. Okay, I'm going to show you two different ways to do that. Then you have the bull capital side, which as soon as you refer even one person, it opens you up to another 2x separate. Okay, so you got your 2x cap on the bear side, and you have your 2x cap on the bull side. All right, so you got two separate income streams, bringing you to a total earning potential of 4 times your original package value. Now, if you're building really fast on your bull side, you're going to hit your bull cap before you hit your bear cap, so you won't max out that 4x. Okay, that 4 times your package value, but you'll do really, really well overall. You'll be beyond your 2x because you're making your bull reach or your bear capital at the same time. Okay, so you got two different sides of this. I'm going to walk you through that. And then you've also got the leadership program. We're going to talk a little bit about
because let me add for the people watching this. I hit my bull cap before I hit my bear cap by leaps and bounds. So when my bull cap filled up and it was 200%, that's when I upgraded to the next 500 pack, and that's what I was celebrating a couple minutes ago. So
there you go.
That's what Ron's explaining.
Okay, on the trade side, you can make a max of 15% per week. We know that. That's a bear. Okay, that's bear capital right there. Then when someone buys the package right here, so they buy the educational package. We're going to use a $2,000 package as an example, but they buy this trade contract. Within that trade contract, 30% of it goes towards their academic program. Okay, that money, as I said, does not go to Cashfx. It gets split in half. Half to the fast start, half to the unilevel. So when we come down here to the fast start, that's exactly what we're talking about. Is in real time. Let's say you just signed up with a $2,000 package. Okay, so Mike, I just signed you up, and anywhere from 10 minutes to an hour, the blockchain confirms your transaction. Your funds get released. Your back office upgrades with the proper badge there showing your package level. I also made a commission in real time. So now I got $300 I can pull out. I had to refer you to get that fast start. So that is a bull capital. Okay. All right. Then we go into the unilevel. Unilevel is where the other half of these packages go. Now it's not just on new people coming in. Okay. It's also on any upgrades or renewals. So if you do hit, like Mike, you hit a cap. Okay. That meant you had to buy the package.
Correct.
If you would have upgraded before you hit the cap, you would have paid the difference. So if you were at a 300 and you wanted to go to a 500, you would have paid the $200 difference. Okay.
Actually, I paid the $200 difference. I paid the $200 difference between the two. Okay. Yeah, I caught it when it was right around 185.
There you go.
So I caught it before, thank God. And I only had to pay the $200 difference.
There you go. In which all those percentages are displayed on the dashboard. It's not a guessing game, guys. So if you're not part of Cashfx yet, when you do, you get in the back office, you upgrade you buy your first package. You're going to see everything we're talking about on your dashboard. Okay, all the different percentages, and it'll show you every little line item that makes up the percentages for the bear, and every line item that makes up the percentages for the bull. There you go. In which all those percentages are displayed on the dashboard. It's not a guessing game, guys. So if you're not part of Cashfx yet, when you do, you get in the back office, you upgrade you buy your first package. You're going to see everything we're talking about on your dashboard. Okay, all the different percentages, and it'll show you every little line item that makes up the percentages for the bear, and every line item that makes up the percentages for the bull. Okay, there's no guesswork here. We want to make it as transparent and easy for you guys to track as possible. Now, the other half, the $300, went into your unilevel. This is a team. Okay, so a unilevel, Mike, so you just started, okay? You started a new unilevel. You might have ended up on someone's 7th level when you joined, but you started a new unilevel because it's your team down, okay? So anybody you personally bring in is going to fall on your first level. Anybody they bring in is going to fall on your second. Anybody they bring in on your third and your fourth and so on. Levels 1 through 4 are unlocked for everybody. Okay?
Okay.
So you don't have to go out and earn levels 1 through 4. Just bring people in, okay, even just one person, and it opens you up through all 4 levels. So if you have someone that you bring in and they take off and start building, you're going to get 10% of every single person they bring in, and when they buy that package. And then every time that they renew their package or upgrade their package, that's going to dump in the unilevel as well. That's where the money is coming from. Okay. It's as they're advancing. This money is paid from the educational package. Okay. The educational package is the core product for Cashfx.
Okay.
All right. So as that's happening, half of that educational package dumps into your unilevel. Now, if you notice, there's, you can earn on this to infinity. I'm going to show you how to earn to an infinity once you reach the presidential club. So you got president, ambassador, and global ambassador. Those 3 allow you to earn to infinity, to unlimited levels. Okay. Levels 1 through 9, I mean, obviously you can earn your way through all those as well. Very easy to do, or levels 1 through 10, excuse me. During pre-launch, so up until November 8th, okay, this is unlocked for everybody, levels 1 through 10.
Okay.
So from day one, right now, if you want to get in and make a lot of money and upgrade your package fast, now's the time to do that because all your unilevel is unlocked. So you're able to earn the 10%, the 20, the 5, the 5, and the 5.
Okay.
All these different levels. Mike, do you have this is feeds the Bear Capital side. Do you have any specific questions on this you want me to go over for you?
The only thing I could think of is the what happens when when we do launch. Is there going to be certain requirements to get into what you guys are giving now?
Yes. Levels 1 through 4 will remain unlocked.
Okay.
To get to 5 and 6, that 20% check is executive, then manager, director, president's club. Okay. So I'm going to show you how to get through those. They're extremely easy. This whole program has been set up to encourage you guys to help other people.
Okay.
So I love the teamwork atmosphere here. It's very synergistic. I mean, it's like they really want people connecting and building relationships. And so that was kind of Oscar's idea on how to give back after he's been blessed in so many ways now. He wanted to be able to bless other people. And one of those things was, I want to see people develop relationships for once. Mm-hmm. You know, let's get back to the relationship side of things and let's start helping people. So anyways, yeah, levels 1 through 4, you don't have to do anything other than to refer one person. 5 and 6, you got to be an executive, manager, and director. Okay? We'll go through those here. The very last slide, we'll go through those. But the unilevel, guys, that's from you down. This is your team. That's from you down.
Okay, guys, I'm going to end it there. And honestly, if you have any questions, either leave them in the comments below or in the description box below. When you click on the show more button, you'll be able to see my email address where you can reach out to me. If you have any questions about getting started in this platform, please don't hesitate to contact me. If you have questions about how to share your link, again, I'm here to help. And I will have more videos coming in the next few weeks, going a little deeper into the platform again. I'm hoping to give you guys enough information that you feel comfortable sharing this with individuals who are out there who would love to jump into something like this. So that's it for today, everyone, and until next time, hasta luego.